What is up, ladies and gentlemen of the Uverse? Oh, the eagle-eyed viewers will notice a couple changes from now to later in the video. Last week, air brake it. Sorry, have to hit my trips. Gotta hit my trips. I haven't hit my trips in like 10 days, and I needed that. Get that auto blip, get her down into third. So anyway, like I was saying, last weekend I got a chance to ride her, and I went on a practice ride, on a canyon practice ride with Canyon Riders Association, which you guys know I'm pretty involved with. I'm pretty adamant. I'm very passionate about. Oh, sorry, I got something up my nose. It's I feel a sneeze coming on, but I'm trying to fight it. There we go. I apologize for those pleasant sounds. But as you guys know, I'm very passionate about being a safe canyon rider and passing on the skills. And while I don't have a whole lot of them, I do have some. I'm a competent rider. I'm not a great rider. I'm not a fast rider. Well, I am a fast rider. And I'm a competent rider. But I'm not the best rider. I'm always working the craft, trying to get better. So when Floyd announced a practice ride where we were going to be working on 3 key fundamentals of safely riding up in the canyons, I jumped at the opportunity. We had about 16 people show up, so we split up into 2 groups. Ryan led the performance group, and they took off and railed. And I surprised everybody by sticking back with the training group, primarily because I had my buddies with me and I wanted to ride with them, and also because I really wanted to ride tail in the group. And I wanted to practice as well. I wanted to work on my skills. I noticed that I've been slacking in a few things. So the key fundamentals that Floyd, well, wait, let's just roll that intro and then we'll get into what we were working on. So what we were working on, what Floyd brought up, and I'm breaking one of them right here. Primary, first and foremost, the thing that will save your ass in every single situation is line of sight. So we talked all about line of sight, and I apologize, for some reason that footage disappeared. But we talked about line of sight and when you can drop into a turn, utilizing line of sight to see your way all the way through the turn, which fed into the next step, which was lane placement. And for the long-term subscribers or long-time viewers, you guys have heard me talk about the 3 positions for a motorcycle in a standard car lane. We got position 1, which is over here in the left, position 2 right here in the middle, and position 3 over here on the right. You enter a left-hand turn, as many of us know, over here into lane 2, or lane 3, sorry. Look through, you don't dive down until you can see all the way through the turn. And that allows you to position yourself in the exact opposite in a right-hand turn. Right-hand turn, you start over here in lane 1, look through the turn, dive down, throttle on. We can do our trail braking exercise that we were talking about in that one practice video. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check up there in the cards. I will put a link to it. 8 practice drills that we can do to kind of re-hone our skills. But anyway, what was the third thing? I think what was the third thing we were working on? So we had line of sight, first and foremost, most important. Always look through your turns, always spot your exit before you dive and commit into the turn. Lane position, which ties into that, which will work directly with your line of sight. And oh, I can't remember. I want to say it was being smooth on the throttle, but I don't think that was right. I can't remember. I'm sure I say it later on in the footage. So let's flash back to last weekend, and we will pick it up midway through the canyon. Due to GoPro difficulties, I lost the first segment of each one of the recordings, so hopefully we got enough to have some fun. And if you guys have seen the video, oh, I forgot my session. Hello session, wake up. You guys might be familiar with this road. Sync it up again. This is the southern tip of the Peak to Peak Highway. One of the most scenic and beautiful roads I've ever ridden. I absolutely love the Peak to Peak. It's just a phenomenal ride. But the video I'm talking about is when Burning Ramen came up here, and Burning Ramen, well, he used to be called Burning Ramen. And FZO Steve, well, he used to be called FZO Steve, now he's Need for Steve. Ramen hasn't, I don't think he's revised his channel name yet, so I'm not quite sure what Burning is going to be called. But yeah, Ramen came out here and we rode the Peak to Peak. If you guys are curious about that video, check it out in the card right up there in the top right. I'll post a link to it. Great ride, great day. We wore our Muppet helmets, had a lot of fun, got a lot of laughs. Oh man, that's what riding in Colorado is all about. Close that gap. Say thank you. I'm stuck in cruising gear. I'm just in fourth. I probably should have dropped to third for that turn, or for that pass. Oh well. But yeah, that was a phenomenal day out with Steve and Trevor and my brother Burning Ramen from down in Texas. I love that guy. I love all those guys. They're just phenomenal guys. And this is just a phenomenal road. I love this road. If you guys come out and visit, most cagers out here are used to seeing motorcyclists, but be respectful, guys. Don't just go blazing past people and scaring cagers, because while you may complete that pass safely, you may spook the guy or girl in the car, and then the next rider past may not be so lucky. So always think about the next rider and pass with respect. Don't just blitz people. It pisses people off. All right, so we got a right-hand turn. Good job. Get over into one. Watch for your corner exit. Line of sight shows it right there. So now I drop down through to 3, back out to 1. I'm gonna go back out to 3 because I'm going on a left turn. Line of sight, guys. I want to see those helmets up. You're crossing up, guide 2 and head. All right, there's my line of sight. Now I drop down, feet on the power. Back out into 3. Let's close this gap. Let me ride a little closer. I don't like riding this close to riders that I'm not 100% familiar with, but this video could be very instructive for them and show them their body position, so it's worth it to me. I'll just as always, keep a finger on the brake. So where do we fall down? Right here. Just because I know this corner. But my line of sight did not let me through that. Stick out in 3. This is a really long sweeper. Really long sweeper. There's my line of sight right there. I can drop down into 1, come back out into 3. Line of sight, look through your corner. There's my corner exit. Back out into one. Stick out in one, stick out in one, stick out in one, stick out in one. You guys are falling down early. There's your corner exit. Drop it down. Left-hand corner, get out in 3. I want to see that head turn, guys. I want to see that head turn. Look through that corner. This is such a relaxed ride. I can do this shit in a second. I dropped down early on that one. That one was bad line. There we go. Nobody's perfect, guys. Everybody needs practice. Practice all the time. Find opportunities to practice. If you're on a ride with slow riders, or if you're stuck behind a group of cars in a semi, it's a prime opportunity for you to practice your racing line. Practice your safe line. Practice your line of sight. Practice, practice, practice. We talking about practice. Nice line, Mike. That was a perfect line, brother. Stay out. There you go. That's when you drop down. Perfect, Mike. Nice job, buddy. Line of sight tells me this is longer. So yeah, I dropped down. Good job. Break it out. Just want to dive in. You want to dive in. You want to dive in. I can't dive in. Now I can dive in. Line of sight's hard, man. Lane positions, the corner entry is very difficult. Something you got to practice. You don't dive in until you actually see. Like here, I'm diving in way early. I'm way early. God, that was a bad corner. I just wanted to dive in, and I don't know why. It's just stupid. It's not the safe line. It's not the fast line. So why does your brain say that? Why does my brain say that? Maybe your brain doesn't. My brain's like, dive in, dive in, dive in. Hug the inside. The inside line's the fastest line. No, it's not. Flattening the corner is the fastest line. It's also the safest line. And in the end, with a lot of practice, they look like this. I think I will end this video here. Moral of the story, practice, 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 guys. And until the next time, guys, you know I love each and every one of you guys and girls. Peace.